Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing a budget with me for what is this? Last paycheck for August. And I know how much my money is going to be, but I don't know how much is the exchange rate from dollars to pesos. But my pay for this coming Friday will be 1,417.50. Do you see that? Sorry. Yeah, it's around that for August 29th. And since this is like the last paycheck, right? There's a lot of things that are going to be fully funded. So let's start with the bills. Bills are water, internet, rent, electric, which is, I call it VECO, right? And we also have BPI, which is not really a bill, but it's a credit card. And we have buffer. So these are all for bills. Now for water, let's just get my bills binder, so I would know how much we have in here. So water bill, it has 400. My budget is 500, so let's add 100 for this paycheck. And then internet bill has 1,200, so my monthly pay is 1,550. Take out 1,200, so we'll stuff 350 for this paycheck. And let's just put a check mark to make sure it's like fully funded. Rent is having 6,400 in there, so take out 8,000 is my monthly pay, so we'll add 1,600 for this paycheck. And same with electric bill, because my budget is 8,000, so let's add 1,600 as well. BPI credit card, I've swiped my credit card for a grocery that I did online, but the household fund, I transferred it here. That's why it has cash in here, so I can deposit this to the bank and pay it off, which is this. It will be due September already, so for now that's already good to go. I don't need to fund the credit card. And then buffer, it does have 5,100. So the thing is, for a buffer fund, I've been thinking a lot what I need to do, because I don't want to like stack money in the envelopes, and what happens is I would definitely just think that I do have a lot of money to spend, whatever the case may be. So I don't want to like think in that way that I have a lot of money to spend. I want to like still budget and be frugal with my expenses as much as I can, but without compromising the food, of course, because all of us needs food. So anyways, for buffer fund, I feel like whenever we're going to do the condensing and unstuffing this week, I will have to transfer this to our 2 months ahead for bills, because I do have a binder that has like a month ahead binder, I call it. So it has like the 2 months ahead for the bills, 1 month ahead for the expenses, 1 week ahead for expenses, those things. So I want to transfer whatever extra I have in the buffer fund. So for example, like I have fixed like pay for the bills, like rent is fixed at 8,000, so there's no extra money in there. But electric bill does always have an extra, because for this month I paid only 4,995 something, but round it off to 5,000. So since I budget 8,000, I have an extra of 3,000. I transferred it to my buffer fund in here. Or no, actually it's in the 1 month ahead binder, but that's okay. But the 3,000 extra, it will be in here in the buffer fund, and whatever that is extra for all the bills, including the buffer fund as well, because I stuff money in here, 500 every paycheck. So if I do have extra on that, I will just, roll it over for the whole entire month. And at the end of the month, whatever extra I have, I would put it in the 2 months ahead for the bills. Does that make sense? So while I'm actually just also stuffing money for the 2 months ahead for the bills as well. So it kind of like double the stuffing, in other words. So yeah, anyways, buffer is always fixed at 500 every paycheck. So we'll add 500. So for bills, we've added, what was that? 100 for the water, 350 for internet, 1,600 for rent, 1,600 for electric, and 500 for buffer. So we have allocated 4,150 for just bills. 4,150. And let's go to expenses next. So weekly expenses would be first my daughter. I call her Indai. She's turning 6 years old next month, which is I'm so excited about. And this is like a huge expense for me because I paid tons of money for food, accommodation, and all of that, which I feel like it's going to be roughly about 50 to 70,000 because there's like 30 plus of us anyways. So her fund still has 3,250 and it's always fixed at 2,000 every paycheck. And then homeschool, this is still intact because my tutor, she actually went on leave for a month and a half. And that's why this is like, because this should be paid on the 23rd. But then, like I said, she went on leave for a week and a half. So I feel like this is going to be fully paid by next week. And so the first 3 paychecks of the month, I will have to stuff money on homeschool and house helper because both has exactly same due date, which is on the 23rd of every month. But since this is the last week that we're doing, it's not getting anything. So no homeschool and then no helper as well. But I pay my house helper because she's also like all-arounder. She's my nanny, taking care of my daughter, and she's cleaning the household. So my monthly pay for homeschool is 5,540, but I'm stuffing it for 5,550, which is fixed, and then house helper is 10,000 a month. So yeah, and then for the food expense, we will add 2,500. But if you can see, I do have extra money in here. And today I'm actually making this video Thursday the 28th. So tomorrow is like my pay already. And I have still 2,000. The thing is, I want to increase my food expense or food budget. Because for the past couple of weeks, I've noticed that my food expenses would be sitting around 3,000 to 4,800 something. So for this paycheck, I feel like I want to stuff money in here more. So let's just crush this out. Let's just do 5,000, right? Because even if there's like extra for this week, it will be put in the 1 month ahead for expenses anyway. So it will be considered as savings, in other words. But I'll just stuff 5,000 money in there. And for the household, because I used this fund previously, it has 3,700 left in there. So I feel like I want to do 2,000 only. And then transpo, is getting, supposed to be it's like 500 per week, but for the entire year of August, because August has 5 weeks, right? I spent 2,000 plus for transpo. So I feel like transpo for 500 should be okay, but then like I said, this is like the last week. Any extra we'll put in the 2 months ahead or 1 month ahead for expenses or bills either way, so it will be still saved as savings. But yeah, let's just do 2,000 for transpo. It still has 500 in there, which I'll use that for this coming Friday whenever I will go out to withdraw my money. But for health, I actually took 2,000 in here because my nanny or helper was sick, so she needed the money to like buy medicine, and I bought a lot. So let's see, let's just do 2,000 for health to make it fully funded at 10K. And then hygiene is next. This is like for all shampoo, conditioner, whatever. For still, because whenever I buy those things, it will be like the biggest size, so it's good for a month or two consumption, but it has 4,000 here, so let's just do 2,000. And then buffer is the last one. This is like empty. And we will do 500. So let's just close this off and add all of this together. Okay, so for Indai is 2,000, 5,000 for food, 2,000 for household, 2,000 for transpo, 2,000 for health, 2,000 for hygiene, and 500 for buffer. So for expenses, we will allocate 15,500. I don't know if food is that too much for 5,000. Okay, I'm just actually not 100% sure about food, but that's okay. Let's go proceed to the next one, which is, let's do this one, the bulkiest binder. Again, I'm so excited to do the condensing and unstuffing video because I will definitely empty all of my binders for sure. But if you notice, I don't have any like money in the savings anymore because I deposited the money. The thing is, my mom actually took her money out, so there's no money in Mama anymore here. It used to have like 72,800, but she took her money out. She needed it to buy stuff and pay other stuff as well for her credit card. I've noticed that my mom only has like 30,000 left at her bank, so I told her, if you want to get your money, you can, because it's your money. You know what I mean? So she took her money out, and so she can pay off her credit card. She actually swiped huge amount for like a lot of things when she was in Singapore, so that's why. Anyways, so that's why I gave her the money, although I know that the 50,500, fund for her in here, it wasn't in cash, right? I didn't have the cash with me. So I used this savings for my daughter to like pay her off somehow. And this one is like considered in the bank. So anyways, I just like switched them off, in other words. So supposed to be my daughter's savings is 63,000, but it went down to 50,500 because apparently I failed to notice that I actually did not pay for the Airbnb that we did previously. So I had like 23,000 that I need to pay. So that's why it has a huge dip. Instead of 63, it went down to 50. That's okay. We're just going to stack money in there because I was like thinking maybe I should pay myself back, whatever, just to get that back to 63, but it's going to complicate things. So why not? We'll just go back to 50,500 because that's the money that we have at the bank, and that's the real money. So without blabbing, furthermore, we'll just add for my daughter's savings. I want to do like 20 or 30% for my income, because my income is like, if you convert this into Philippine peso, it's like 78,000. So 78,000 times 25% is 19,500. So I feel like I want to do 20K for my daughter savings, because I skipped like 3 paychecks, right? Or was it 2? Yeah, I skipped a lot of paychecks for her savings. So we'll just put it back. We'll start building that up. So 20K for her savings. And then retirement, because this is not really that important. So we'll do 500. But it has 10,500 in here, which is, this is the money, by the way. So that will bring up to 11,000. And then the life insurance, this is, okay. This is like the last paycheck, right? So we'll stuff 2,000 to make it fully funded at 10K. So yeah. And then educational plan, I won't stuff money in here because it already has 11,000. So I feel like my educational plan for my college, for my daughter's college would be, I wanted to get like only 2,500 to 5,000 a month for her educational plan. So this is more than enough. Like, it gives me 2 months advance, in other words. And then the medical insurance, this is like the last paycheck, and this is going to be fully funded, like, finally. And I'll definitely start stuffing money for my medical insurance next. So my daughter has 22,800 in here. So 22,800. And I'm saving up for 24,000 because that's the semi-annual for MaxiCare. So that means to say I will add 1,200 for this paycheck, and that will be fully funded. And that means to say for the next 6 months, 24,000 is my semi-annual payment, right, for my daughter. So if we divide it by 6 months, that will be 4,000 a month. And then if there's like 4 paychecks, so we'll just stuff money 1,000, which is not bad. And that's it. All good. And then for my mom, because my mom's like a senior citizen, so she is, I think, turning 65-ish. I don't know, 64 maybe. 1960. Is she 1960? I think 1960. So that makes her 2025. Yeah, she's turning 66 then on September. So anyways, since she is a senior citizen, she's not going to be part of the family plan anymore, unfortunately. So I'm planning to save up money for the prepaid card. You know that, what was that, platinum, gold, whatever, for 16,000. So it has 14,250 in here and 16K takeout. So we will stuff 1,750 for her. And that should be fully funded. But my plan is not to stop in there, because I know not all is covered in that prepaid thingy for the senior card, whatever. So I still wanted to stuff money for her medical expense, like especially if she has like laboratory tests that are not part or covered on that insurance thing. So if I will stuff money 1,000 every paycheck for my daughter, I'll definitely do 1,000 as well for her. So at least it'll be equal. And that will be my plan soon. So do 1,000 for my daughter's medical every week, and same with my mom. And then I'll also have to check how much is my goal fund for my medical insurance from me, myself, and I. Because I don't know how much really. But anyway, 60K challenge. This is like a savings challenge. And it's always fixed at 1,950. Then my mom is going back to the normal amount. I always give her 10,000 a month. So, oh, and this is the last week for the month. Okay, that's fine. She's not getting anything for this paycheck then, because she is done. I'll stuff money for her for September. And that is it. Let's go ahead and add it up for all of these. If you notice, I actually like wanted to like move slow, because my table, if it's moving a lot, then the camera is going to like wiggle a lot. So yeah. So in-day savings is 20,000, and then plus retirement is 500, 2,000 for life insurance, 1,200 for my daughter's medical, 1,750 for my mom's medical, and 1,950 for the 60K challenge. So for the getting ahead binder, we have added 27,400, which is quite a lot. Let's just add all of these three. So 4,150, 150 for the bills, 15,500 for expenses. So we have a total of 4,750 now. Take out 78,000. So we have left 30,000. 950. Okay. Let's go ahead and do, subscriptions. Subscriptions are always fixed at 1,200. So let's just do, 1,400 I mean. So let's just do that, 1,400. But yeah, I just kind of like, you know, put all the money, distribute that to whatever, you know, subscriptions I have for that week or so. But it's always fixed at 1,400. Now let's go ahead and do the sinking funds, like the personal binder. So, okay, let me just go ahead and do occasions binder first. Sorry. Yeah, this one first, because it's like kind of important. So let's go ahead and do Christmas. I feel like I want to start stuffing money for Valentine's. I'll definitely start probably November-ish. Yeah. But Christmas is always fixed at 1,800. And then New Year is always fixed at 1,500. And then my mom's birthday is getting 2,000. And whose birthday is it coming? I think next birthday would be my sister, but she's in Canada. So when I was stuffing money for my brother, I didn't actually get to send the money because it's really hard. I don't know how to like transfer. But anyways, yeah. My sister's birthday is October. So yeah. I'll have to think about that one. And because I feel like I wanted to save more money on travel, like flights, so I can go there rather than, you know, those things. Oh, and my helper's or nanny's birthday. So I want to give her 10,000 for her birthday, which is October 3. So she is getting 1,250. And then my daughter's birthday. Oh, this is the last thing that we're doing her birthday. So Indai's birthday, because lechon, guys, is really expensive. It's like 8,000 or 9,000. Like, imagine that. Because there's like there's like 30 plus of us for the entire clan. I'm doing like the whole thing. I'm paying for everyone, like even the transpo, for renting the van, going to that place, the hard liquors, the food, like the spaghetti and all of that, and the accommodation, which is 22,000 just for one night, and the Jollibee birthday party, which was I think that was 12 to 14,000. Yeah, and just for 2 days, I'll be spending like 50-ish. And then my mom wants us to go to Tambuli, which is, if you're in Cebu, it's like a beach resort. And I checked the prices. It's like, oh my gosh, that's another like 50K for just 1 week. But yeah, I'm just thinking if I should book that or not. But yeah, that's why I'm going hard for that savings. I'm doing like 7,500 per paycheck. But anyways, let's just add all these for the, what I call it, occasions binder. So Christmas is 1,800, 1,500 for what was that, New Year, and 2,000 for my mom's birthday, 1,250 for my helper's birthday, and 7,500 for my daughter. So we have allocated 14,050. So take out 30,950. So we have left 16,900. Okay, so next would be, let's just do getting ahead binder. So this is the thing that I was telling you guys about, that I do have, am I actually out of camera? Okay. That I do have extra for the electric bill. I still have like 3,000 in here. This was from the electric bill for this month. So yeah, I'll be moving this to the buffer fund, by the way, but from the buffer fund, I'll put it in here, which is a 2 months ahead for the bills. So I'm trying to be 2 months ahead for the bills, right? Let me see. So the 2 months ahead, 2 months ahead for the bills. I'm thinking, how much should I allocate? Let's just do 1,000, because it's not really that important, but it already has 1,000 in here. And my goal is to save 29,000, because that's my total bill for the entire thing, including insurance, by the way. So 1 month ahead for the expenses, because my total expenses, I feel like, is more than 40,000, including my helpers monthly pay, which is 10,000, my mom's monthly allowance, which is 10,000, that's 20K already, around 10 to 15,000 for food, household would be 5,000, my daughter would be roughly around 5 to 7K, and other stuff like transpo, whatever, so it's like more than 40K. So it has 6,500 in here, so for this one I will do 1,000 for now, because it's not really that important, like I said. Oh my gosh, this 1 week ahead, guys, supposed to be for this week, because there's like 5 weeks for August, right? And I always do 1 week ahead, which I save 5,000 for this fund to use that for expenses for the last week of the month. But I haven't really used this yet. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's do, this one is the 1 week ahead, folder or envelope, which is allocated for October, because October has 5 weeks, right? So just for me to be like 1 week ahead for expenses. My goal is to save 5,000 in this one. So there's like, how many paychecks left? There's 4 paychecks for September and 4 paychecks for October, excluding the last week. So, and this one is like the last week for August. So 4, 8, 9. So 9 weeks. 10,000 divided by 9. So we'll do 1,100. Yeah, we'll do 1,100 for this. Oopsie. Yep, 1,100. And I'll just do 1-9, just so I would know how many paychecks. And then January 2 to 16, this is like the 2 weeks holiday that I'll be off. both of my clients will be off and closed, and that means to say we don't have pay. So I'm saving up money to have, yeah, to use that for expenses, of course. And my goal is to save at least 20K, I think, or 10K. I don't know. But let's do 1,000 for this one. Then St. Peter is always at 900. But it has 3,750 in here. And then the 13-month pay for both of my tutor and helper. So 13th, and this is for tutor, we'll add 250. I wanted to give my tutor like 5,000 as her Christmas bonus. And my helper, because she's like a stay-in, so she's getting way more, 1,750 for her. And I plan to give her like 27,000 or 37. I think my goal is 37,000, and I just divided it by how many weeks we have left up until December. Because the thing is, my helper has a debt of like 27. My helper has a 27,000 debt, and I wanted to give her as well the bonus, which is 10K worth 1 month of her pay. So that's why my goal is 37. Anyways, so let's go ahead and do, oh, and then the rainy days. You know what? I want to do the rainy days, but let's just put, because the rainy days is like, for example, if there's like, I don't know, like power outage here and I need really internet to work. So what happens is we always end up like checking ourselves in a hotel, which is like additional expense or unexpected expense. So that's why I created this envelope, which is the rainy days. And then appliances and furnitures as well, because I want to buy like a sofa in my living room. I want to buy aircon and all those things. Car or house is like the future already. I don't know. Not really important. And then renovation for this comfort room that we have, because it really needs renovation. And moving out, because I wanted to really move out to a 3-bedroom apartment. We only have 2 bedrooms in here. And yeah, those are just like the future stuff. And this one is like online order stuff, which I'm not really ordering much like recently. And then let's do last, there's 2 more binders. So this is like the savings challenge. Let's do the last one, because I split this one, the 1,800, I split that by 2. So the savings challenge is getting 900. And then let's go back to the other binder. What was that again? The personal, yep, the personal binder. Okay, so I think this is the last one that we'll do today. How much we have left? 16,900, right? Yeah. Okay, so we still have a lot of money to go. Now, clothes and shoes has 5,000, so I think that's enough for my daughter's like birthday dress, whatever. So that's okay. And then toys, she has 2,000 in there. I don't know, should I add more? Nope, that's okay. That's all good. And vision for my eyeglass. Oh yeah, definitely. I need that. My lens is really blurry now. It has a lot of scratches. It has 8,000 in here, so we'll add 2,000 to make it 10,000 fully funded. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know how much the lenses are these days, but the hair has 5,000, so that's enough to cover whatever I need to do with my hair. Nails as well has 2,000, so not really important. And then makeup, let's see, I don't know how much it has. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really wear makeup, honestly. I do have like one foundation one eyeliner, just one for everything, honestly. I don't go out because I work from home, so I don't spend much money on makeup. Clothes and shoes for me, it has 1,000, so it has 4,000. So to make it 5,000, we'll just add 1,000. So me is getting 1,000. Computer setup is not really important, so it's not getting anything. But I want to buy a mouse. I don't know how much it is. Yeah, let's just skip that. And then gadgets. Ooh, I want to buy iPad, but not really important. It has 2,000. Beauty though, I want to like level this up a little bit because it has 5K. And the thing is, my underarm, something like, I don't know, it's actually a bundle already, that if you get this bundle, you get 4 laser whatever and get 2 free, whatever that case, maybe I forgot, but it was 5,999. And then I want to do the eyelashes as well. I don't have lashes in my binders, so I'll just put it under beauty, I think. So, and then the lash would cost 1,500. So my goal fund for this supposed to be is 7,500. Let's just convert that to 7.5. And then it has 500 in here, so we'll do 2,500 for beauty. So this coming Friday, I can go there and pay this off. And then tips, of course, is having 600 in here. So to make it 1K, we'll add 400. And I think that's it. Let's add all of these, and hopefully it's under 16K, which is the money we have left. So anyways, let's add the 2 months ahead for the bills is 1,000, and same with the expenses, and same with the 1 week ahead. Oh, it's 1,100, sorry. And the January 2 to 16 expenses, 1,000. St. Peter is 900. 250 for my tutor's 13-month pay, and 1,750 for my helper's 13-month pay. And then the savings challenge is 900. And what else? You know why I stopped? I remember there's actually like subscription here. Did I take that out? Okay, let's just do that later. What was that? Save. Okay, let me go back. I got distracted. Okay, 1,100, 1,000, 900 for St. Peter, 250, 1,750, and then savings challenge is 900, 2,000 for the vision, 1,000 for my clothes, 2,500 for beauty, and 400 for tips. Oh, that's okay. 13,800 for, what was that, a personal? Is 13,800. So let's take out 16,900. So we still have 3,100 left. But I'm not entirely sure if I had taken out the subscription. So let's do this one again, the occasions binders. So 1,800 for Christmas, 1,500 for New Year, 2,000 for my mom's birthday, 1,250 for Ate's birthday, 7,500. Yeah, 14,050. Take out 3,950. Okay, I really didn't take out that money for the subscription. So that means to say the 3,100 will take out 1,400 for the subscription. So we have 1,700 left, and that will be for the rainy days. So this should all be 78,000. So let's do bills for 150, expenses 15,500. Getting ahead is 27,400. Occasions is 14,050. Personal is 13,800. And then subscription is 1,400. Oh, no, sorry. I didn't add the 1,700 for the rainy days. Dang it. Okay. So, what was that? You know what? I'll add the 1,700 for the getting ahead. Yeah. I feel so, right? Yeah. So let's add that up in here. 1,700 for the getting ahead. 27,400. So that's 29,100. Let's go back. So 4,150 for bills, 15,500 for expenses, 29,100 for getting ahead, 14,150 for occasions, 13,800 for personal, and 1,400 for subscriptions. We have extra 100, but that's okay. That's okay. I feel like, why is there extra 100 though? So that means to say I'll do 1,600 for rainy days instead of 1,700. So that's okay. So that should be fixed at 78,000 now, because I changed the rainy days to like 1,600 instead of 1,700. That's okay. It's not really exactly 78,000 because we don't know the exchange rate yet. Could be more, could be less. But that's it for this budget with me video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.